Alright, welcome to phase 2 of the series, and this is where it gets hands on. Up to now, we have built the vocabulary and the theory. From here on, we are actually testing the real software. And we kick off with the most fundamental skill of all, functional testing. So, you and me, we're going to test a login together in a couple of minutes. There'll be a live demo in this lesson that you can play with. So, functional testing is the bread and butter of every QA job. And if you nail this, you can walk into an interview and a real project and start contributing from day one. And that's where the entire game changes for a fresher like you. What exactly is functional testing? Simple. It checks whether the app does what the requirements say it should do, one feature at a time. So here's the only model you need to remember today: input, system, and the expected output. You feed the system an input and you check the output matches to what is expected. That's it. You do not need to know how the code works inside. That's a different style of testing that we'll cover later. So every time that you've used an app and a button did the right thing, that's functional behavior working for you. Every time something did not, that's a functional bug that was not caused by anyone. Try to relate it this way: that every time that you've used an app and a button did the right thing, that's the functional behavior working. And every time something did not work, so that's a functional bug that nobody got. Now, what you see are the three jobs or the three objectives. So, let me give you each one with a quick why. The first one is validating the business requirements. So, did we build what the business asked for? And not what we assumed, what they actually specified. Has our product been built on that? And verify the user flows. So don't just test the buttons in isolation, walk the whole journey a real user takes. Sign up, log in, add to cart, pay, check how your product or your order is moving. So bug loves to hide at the seams between these steps. And then ensure correct input output behavior. So every input, either it is good or bad, it should produce the correct predictable output, and it should include the inputs you wish users would not try as well. So these three will show up in interviews almost word for word. So screenshot this one, remember this one, and it is going to help you for sure. Now, where do you actually see functional testing? Honestly, it's everywhere. Let me show you a couple of features. Let me walk you through them, and then you'll think from you have been doing some part of testing while you're accessing these. So the classic login: valid credentials should let you in, invalid should stop you, blank fields should prompt you, a logged account should be denied. Then is registration, wherein there's field validation, mandatory fields, and the sneaky one, the duplicate emails. Always test signing up twice with the same email, and you should not be allowed to do that. And in the search, we can think about exact search, partial match, no results, special characters. Type an emoji into a search box sometime, you'll find bugs. Then is a shopping cart. So this is the money part: add, remove, change quantity, check the totals, check out. If anything's going to lose a company real money, it's a card bug. And test it the hardest way, because that's where you are going to find or uncover the bugs. Now we'll look at a practical example of the login. You can see that this page mimics a normal login. So as you can see, the valid credentials for this login are admin and pass 123. So these are the different test cases that you can do for this specific scenario. So let me just refresh it, then I'll walk you through this example right now. Alright, so I'll first try with my valid login. Admin pass 123. Click on login and see. We have entered to the dashboard. So we have verified the first test case. Now what I'll do is I'll simply change the name to admin1. And let's try to log in. So this is a long password again for a user. I click on login, it says invalid credentials. So that is one more test case that we have verified. And finally, let us check with some blank fields. So I have put the password as blank, click on login, it says that both fields are required. I remove the username, click on login, both the fields are required. And that is how you can think of testing a login form with different combinations. There could be different combinations as well in terms of validating with an old password. In that case also you should be getting the wrong password error. So try it out for yourself on some demo application, and that's where you will get a hang of it. Now the second demo is where I would try to show you the search behavior. So this is about a product search. This is a catalog of phone, laptop, tablet, charger, and we'll test against the different inputs. So first, since phone, laptop, tablet and charger are the catalog items, then any input from these should be giving me the results. So let us first try with the exact match return. Suppose I am entering laptop as it is, then it would display the results. Next, if I am putting in partial match, obviously there is a possibility that I don't know the exact name of the product, but some part of it is something that I remember. So I'll put in something partial. So in that case, let me try to put lap, and again the partial match works. It has just given us the results. Now when there is no match, this is the XYZ is the input. So see, no products found for XYZ. So this is a graceful empty state. We are checking that the error of not having a product in the catalog is being handled gracefully and the app does not shut down. And then special characters, again no results for this. The app did not crash. Let's check for empty. So please enter a search term is what it says. Now let us go to our next case, which is shopping cart mathematics. So here you can see that we have different items. So there's phone, there's charger, there's the price corresponding to it. You can increase the quantity. So I just removed the item here, total updates on quantity changed. Earlier it was 300, now it is 0. Let me show you again. As soon as I click on 1, maybe 600, the amount increases. Now if I add one charger to it, then there are multiple items, the overall sum is as expected. See, the sum is getting increased as we are increasing the quantity, and hence the calculation is working correctly. Now if I remove, again the calculation updates 0, and if I again go down to 0, 0. I'll now try to click on the minus button again to see that the quantity never goes below 0. So you can see that it is not going below 0. I am trying to click it, but nothing is happening. So that is how you can check the different scenarios, different cases for your application. You can think about some other cases as well. And let us now brief everything what we have done. So what I would suggest is that reading about testing won't really make you a tester, but when you'll actually do the hands-on, it will help. Pause here and actually try these three. For login page, write real scenarios, valid, invalid, blank, logged account. Write them as if a junior tester has to follow them exactly. Someone who has no idea about the application has to do them. Try to write them. Then in the contact form, maybe check for mandatory fields, email format validations, message length limits, and the success confirmation. And for a calculator app, maybe check for all the 4 operations, and the one everyone forgets, divide by 0 error, what should happen now. So the pro tip that I want to give you here is that happy path first and then break it. The bugs are never on the happy path. They are hiding in the weird unhappy inputs. So drop your test cases in the comments and I'll give feedback on a few. Now with this, we come to the end of this module. Let's lock it in. Functional testing is about input in, correct output out, and validate against the requirements. There are three jobs: validate, verify, ensure. It's everywhere, and you always press the happy path first and then you try to break it. So if the live login demo made this click for you, hit subscribe. In our upcoming session, we'll get more hands-on from here, and we'll be talking about black box testing, which is actually the formal name for most of what we did today. Comment with the one tricky test case you came up with for the calculators divide by zero. I read them all. Thanks for watching. See you in module 2.